I am going on a holiday, and we all know that no matter your shape or your size, packing for a holiday is always difficult. So for today's video, I thought I would show you the pieces that I am packing to go on a 2 weeks holiday to my native Denmark. When I have to travel somewhere, I always like to analyze the trip before I go. That helps with my packing. Now we are going for 2 weeks. We're going to my native Denmark, and we're actually going to stay in our own house. So that makes it a little bit easier. Now Denmark, weather-wise, is very much like Ireland. We can easily have the 4 seasons in one day. So I need clothing for cooler days, for warmer days. I need clothes for occasions as well as just for chilling out. So I really need clothes that I can mix and match very well and can be used for several occasions. With that in mind, I have put together a little capsule wardrobe of just 20 pieces. Some of the pieces are new, some of them are years old and have been in my wardrobe for a long time, but just 20 pieces is going to cover me for all occasions. I am only bringing hand luggage with me, so I have my handbag and then I have my little suitcase that works with the dimension that I'm allowed with the airline we're flying with. Make sure to check yours before you go anywhere. But with just 20 pieces, that's not going to be a problem at all. Now it's all about building a little capsule. And if you look at the rail of what I have here, and this includes the dress that I'm wearing, all together, this color palette is very, very harmonious. When I start packing, I tackle it as if I'm getting dressed every single morning. Having first analysed my trip so I now know what to bring, I then simply just use my perfect outfit formula for us apple shapes. As you may know, I'm an apple shape, and my biggest insecurity is without a doubt my tummy. When I get dressed, I want to hide my tummy. Using my perfect outfit formula, I hide my tummy and then I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. I can put together my outfits and simply just have fun with it. The perfect outfit formula for an apple shape is the perfect bottom halves, a fitted top, and then it is a layer if you need it. The perfect bottom halves is the Wideleg trousers and jeans. The Wideleg shorts, it is A-line dresses and A-line skirts. And if that is your starting point, it is very, very easy to put together a capsule. I have divided my capsule into sections. So if we start with the bottom half, I have a skirt. I have picked this one because it has a bit of interest with the print, and I did the same for my shorts. My second pair of shorts are a little bit longer. They are bermuda shorts, and I have a matching blazer further down, but again, they are the wide legs, so there is no tummy in sight. Next up, I have 2 pair of linen trousers. They are again wide leg, and they are again the neutral colors. I have really, really comfortable pieces, but they will still do me if it's cooler in the weather. I have then picked a pair of white trousers, and you may think, why would you pick white trousers? The reason I'm picking white trousers is, if you don't know, I have 4 dogs. 2 of them are puppies, and you can't look at them without them putting their paws on you. And wearing white when I'm home with the puppies doesn't work. So I'm bringing my white trousers so I can get good use out of them. Moving on to my tops, I have quite a few. I have 7 tops, but remember, I'm going to be gone for 2 full weeks for several different occasions and all kinds of weather. So I have 2 cami tops in the yellow and the navy, and they're just going to mix and match with everything I have there. I have a cream kind of tank top, but again, the cream goes well with everything. I then have 2 tank top, one in navy and one in the yellow stripe. These ones are years old, but they are firm favorites in my summer wardrobe. Then I have a basic white t-shirt, and I have this basic looser white cotton blouse. This is the ultimate summer piece. I've had it for years. It is well worn, but it's just one of those pieces on days where I need a little bit more coverage. It is a perfect piece. Next up is dresses, because as I said, we are going to a lot of different occasions while we are there. And I have a cami dress, which is on the longer side, very, very elegant, but it's one of those you can dress it up, dress it down. And then I have a little bit more of a structured dress, which again is definitely a dress I can wear for several occasions. And last but not least, I have the one that I'm wearing today, which is on the shorter side, but it has the longer sleeve, and it's a perfect beach cover up, and equally you can dress it up for an evening out. The last section is what I will call the more practical pieces, because I have a little sweater. I have a waistcoat that actually matches perfectly to the trousers. The 2 of them go as a set. And I have a blazer that matches the Bermuda shorts. This blazer is also short sleeved, so a little bit more practical. But last but not least, I have a blazer in stone, which once again just works with everything. But as you can see, everything that's hanging here mixes and matches very, very well together, because the color palette I have kept in the neutral colors. I do find shoes are always the hardest bit when you are packing, but I'm bringing 3 pair of shoes with me. I have a little ballerina flat in chocolate brown. I have a pair of flip-flop style sandals in black. And then for the days where we are out and about and I'm going to be on my feet all day, as well as the traveling days, I am wearing and bringing my white sneakers. These are quite hefty, hence why I'm traveling in them, because they're actually too heavy to go into the suitcase. But we all need those practical shoes with us, and these sneakers will do the job. I will, of course, also be needing my toiletries, and I have everything I need in this bag. I have bought everything in minis, so my shampoos, conditioner, everything, lotions and potions that I need is in here, including my makeup, but everything is just minis, so it's not going to take up a lot of room. The last thing we need now is accessories, and I have gone for pieces that are all cohesive, meaning my handbag, my belt, my shoes, even my sunglasses, they are all the same chocolate brown. I have picked these pieces because they all work. The color palette will work with everything that I have in the capsule, and they all mix and match together, can make in the statement without having a lot of pieces. Now, even for jewelry, I am not bringing a lot of pieces, and most importantly, I am not bringing anything that is of a great value. I will, of course, be wearing my wedding ring, my most prized possession. However, that never comes off. The only other jewelry I'm bringing is a pair of statement earrings, a statement necklace, and a statement bracelet. If I have room in my suitcase, weight-wise more so than anything else, I might pop in another pair or 2 of earrings because I'm an earring person. But as I say, I'm bringing nothing that is of great value, and everything mixes and matches together. Of course, don't forget to pack your intimates like your socks, your bras, your knickers, and your shapewear if you wear any of that. And also don't forget your swimwear and your beach cover-ups if you're going anywhere near where there's water. I'm going to pack everything up now and put it into the suitcase and see how we're fixed for space. But in the meantime, you can watch a few of the outfits I put together using this capsule, and I'll talk you through the outfits as we go along. As I said, when you are packing or when you're just making a capsule, one of the most important things to take into account is your color palette. I have quite a few colors in this color palette, but I have this many colors because I know I need clothes for many different occasions. But my overall color palette, even though I have more colors than I would normally suggest having, everything mixes and matches. Now, it doesn't mean to say everything is going to mix and match perfectly, but again, because I have analyzed my situation, where I'm going, what do I actually need, this is also the reason why I ended up with 20 pieces and not less, because I could absolutely have managed with less. But as I said, because I need for so many different occasions, I have taken more colors and more pieces than I would normally suggest. But it is literally a matter of making sure everything mixes and matches to some degree together. And then obviously you can always add that special dress or that special piece if you need. The pieces that I have chosen here, I really love every single one of them. But I would suggest that before you pack the final suitcase or the final capsule, put it together, try everything on to make sure that it works. That blue top that I just had on, the little gingham top, I picked that up just the day before that I filmed this video. And it's very out of my normal comfort zone. I tried it on when I picked it on in Primark and I love it, but I thought, am I only going to be able to wear that with the navy trousers? I want to be able to wear it with more pieces. So I went and I tried it on with everything just to make sure that it actually worked and it wasn't just a one outfit piece, because I don't want one outfit pieces in my wardrobe. The same with these striped shorts. I had to make sure that I was going to mix and match with everything and just make sure that they had a good and comfy fit, but they actually look really, really cute with that blazer I'm wearing there, the short sleeve blazer. Equally, it looks great with just the basic t-shirt. So it's all about making sure things do mix and match and that you can use them for several outfits. On a little side note, I spoke to my little sister the other day and she lives where we are going. And the other day when I spoke to her, it was 35 degrees Celsius. Here in Ireland, in Donegal, where I live, it's approximately 22 degrees at the moment. And it's warm here. It's still rainy and grey here in Donegal, but over there, the sun is splitting the rocks and I'm getting really, really worried. I'm not even sure that the capsule that I have here is going to be fit for the weather over there. We don't normally have that many days with that hot weather. So now I'm kind of getting all worried, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how it goes. Even if I need to go shopping, good excuse to go shopping if I need another pair of shorts or a skirt or something like that. So, but that is it. I pretty much have everything packed down. I think it was only my iPad and my charger I didn't have shown in the video, but I added them at the end. But I have everything packed in a little 10K suitcase, and I actually weighed the suitcase after I was finished. I didn't do that on screen, and it weighs exactly 10 kilos, and that was with my iPad stuck in the pocket. So it's a little bit close to the limit, but I think I managed pretty well. I also have a little bag there, the little blue bag you can see there. That's where I put my underwear and my socks in it. So just so I had that along as well. But it is absolutely possible to pack for 2 weeks in a 10K suitcase. And as I said before, I could absolutely have managed with a few pieces less if it hadn't been for all the occasions that I needed the pieces for. I think I would have kept a pair of linen trousers behind. I would have probably left a couple of the tops behind, and also one of the dresses I could have left behind. But that is all the outfits. That is me packed and ready to go. And that is it. I have everything packed into my suitcase. I have my travel outfit lying there along with my handbag. My iPad is sticking out of the suitcase because I am not I'm not putting that into the suitcase. That'll be going in my handbag, and I did pop in a charger as well for the iPad. But that is everything popped into a 10 kg suitcase, all for hand luggage for a 2-week holiday, using just 20 pieces and being very conscious of what I'm bringing with me so everything mixes and matches. But that is it for today. I hope that if you are going somewhere nice, I hope you have a great holiday. And if you made it this far and sat through the ads, thank you so much, because that's how you help my channel. Will you do me one last favor for today and leave me a yellow heart in the comments, simply just to let me and the algorithm know that you enjoyed my content enough to stay to the end. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.